Bro, have you ever tried studying for 5 hours straight without breaks? Because if you haven't, don't. You're literally killing yourself and you're not even making that much progress. But that's gonna change after I show you the technique that I used, and I shit you not, I was able to increase my performance through the roof without burning out. And that allowed me to save my time. And that time I could spend on the gym, improving my mental health, and spending more time with family. Weirdly enough, after using that technique after a moderate amount of time, I've seen a huge increase in my physical, mental health, and in my social life, and in the relationships I have with my family. But why? Well, because I used that time to go to the gym and exercise, practice gratefulness, meditate, journal, and learn better social skills, and just have better relationships with my family. But why? Why would this work for you? Well, first you have to understand that the main problem doesn't come from you having not enough time or having too much work, or that it's too hard. Oh, it's too hard. No, I don't have enough time. Guess I'll just go watch YouTube videos. You just have to understand that you haven't reached yet your maximum potential of efficiency that you could eventually reach. You just have to understand that you haven't reached your full potential in terms of efficiency yet. You aren't doing everything you could in a set amount of time. You just aren't using your time in the right way. When you think about it now, it's kind of simple, right? Of course, there's a better way to use your time than just doing the same thing over and over again for 3 hours straight. And this is where things get really fun. We're gonna use time to our advantage. The framework. The technique I use to organize my work time, my breaks, and working out, meditation, journaling, self improvement with school basically is the Pomodoro Technique. You probably already heard about it. It basically just gives you a set amount of time to work. It gives you time pressure, which subconsciously forces you to work better and faster to finish your task before your set amount of time to work is done. This is extremely precious because time pressure is almost exclusive to the Pomodoro technique. You probably won't find any other technique that gives you time pressure. Level 1. How to use Pomodoro. To start, you'll need to decide 1. The time that you work, 2. The time that you'll take to take a small break after you work, and 3. The time to take a long break. When you're done working, you take a small break, and that's 1 Pomodoro. I really like working for 52 minutes, 17 minutes short break, and 30-minute long break, which is research backed. You can also use the standard 25 minutes work, 5 minutes break, and 15-minute long break. But that's up to you. Of course, you can also use the format that works best for you. It doesn't have to be research backed, it just has to work for you real well. Now you decide how many Pomodoros you'll do before you take a long break. I really like doing it 3 or 4 times, but if you don't have that much stamina, you can always start with 2 and work your way up. Be careful though, because the trap that I've seen many people fall in is that they won't do enough Pomodoros before they get a long break, and that they don't get the shit done. So find your sweet spot, find the amount of Pomodoros that you're comfortable with, and get the shit done. That's the most important part. Chances are, if you've already done all of this, you might have started to see some improvement in your performance while you work, or now you've seen that your study sessions aren't all over the place anymore. They're organized. But I swear, if you keep upgrading this skill, you'll get to better stuff. You haven't gotten to the best yet. Level 2. Boosting your work. Now that you've learned how to work, I'm gonna show you how to work better. See, the main problem with people working hard nowadays is that they can't maintain or get into the flow. If you don't know what the flow is, it's what athletes call the zone. You might have felt it before. You have no thoughts, time blocks, and you just work. This is when your brain's performance is at its peak. Before you start work, though, it's really important to avoid distractions. That means go turn off your phone or turn off the notifications if you're scared. Your friends might call you because their grandma fell in the stairs or something. And that also means go in a quiet place where you can focus. Usually that should be your room because your room's supposed to be like in order. Everything should be clean enough for you to be able to focus and concentrate. It's also another reason to clean your room. This also means, bro, you should tell everyone else in your house that you're gonna work because you wouldn't want them interrupting your Pomodoro and you acting like an ungrateful little motherfucking goblin, wouldn't you? Now you should be ready to focus and work. Now you need some kind of cue for your brain to recognize, like to know you're about to focus. Usually that could be a little ritual like listening to calming music or something, but since I'm on self-improvement, I either listen to 40 hertz beats, binaural beats for increased focus, or I just take 5 mindful breaths, some kind of really short meditation. Another really important thing I'd absolutely recommend for each Pomodoro is that you set yourself a clear goal to achieve. This is so you don't doubt yourself and that you work really hard until you reach that precise goal that you set yourself. For example, that could be uh, okay, I need to finish page 52 through page 55 of my math homework. This is especially good for the guys who watch me and are on self improvement because it essentially just replicates the behavior of a high testosterone man. You act in certainty, you never doubt yourself, you are unshakable. Then, while you work, you pretty much only want to do one task at a time. This is just like to avoid multitasking. Then, while you work, I recommend you using what I call a distraction sheet. It's basically just a paper that you write on everything that passes through your head so you don't have it like around circulating in your thoughts while you work and you can fully focus on what you're doing right now. Alright, now that we've learned how to work properly, let's learn how to use our breaks, shall we? Level 3, self-improvement breaks. So you are here. You used Pomodoro a few times and you think you're ready to take it to the next level. First thing you should know, you shouldn't use screens during your break. No scrolling, watching Netflix, nothing. You want to give your brain actual rest. I usually meditate or work out. You choose what you do, but stay productive. Once you start to take some productive breaks, the progress you're gonna see is gonna be insane. And even if you can just slide in about 2 good rest, like break periods in your day, you're still gonna make a lot of progress because then you work better, you'll see some real good results, you'll be then motivated to do the good habits, and then the cycles continue. It's an endless feedback loop. For your longer breaks, I wouldn't recommend anything specific to avoid you overthinking, but just avoid staying too long on your screens and stay productive. It's a good period to learn, so maybe if you like doing that, watch some Andrew Huberman podcasts. Another improvement you see further down the line is if you start having multiple day breaks a day. Yes, you might start to work a lot better, but you'll also improve in other areas of life. For example, if you meditate, you'll have better mental health. If you work out, you'll have a sick physique. And I want you to think about it. That's what a successful student's like. They have a real good physique. Sometimes they're really sexy, no homo. They have good mental health. They don't they aren't stuck in their head. They are actually healthy mentally. They have a very active social life. They love their family, and that's what a successful person is, right? They win in everything, not just one domain, everywhere. What's at the end now? Well, I know this might look overwhelming to some of you guys or girls, but I can promise it's not as hard as you think. It's just like any other skills. It's like working out, going at the gym, or practicing your free throws at basketball. Just don't overthink it and work on it often, as many times you can in a day, and I promise you'll master it. But this skill, just know that you'll use it for probably the rest of your life. So take your time to master it. Don't rush it, but make sure to master it. Now, I know what most of you are gonna say. Please don't spam the comment. Wait, I'll actually do spam the comments for the algorithm, but I know it's been a month since I last posted. Yes, this video is twice as long as the last one, but I know I could have slacked off less and worked harder. But this is a reminder for all of us that we are on a journey. Self-improvement isn't a one day check mark. Rome hasn't built itself in a day. So yeah, I discovered my purpose, the purpose of this channel actually. Let me give you some context on my life actually. Back a few years ago, I was a total typical nerd. I slaved away at school, I had shit physical health, shit mental health, you name it. I was your typical nerd. Now you can skip to today, to 1 or 2 years forward. Now, recently I just got like nominated 5 times the favorite student in different subjects. Basically, it doesn't mean much, but it's somewhat of an achievement. But contrary to before, where whenever I did good things at school, people would just say, "Oh, he's a nerd. That's why he did it." But that, well, this time when I got nominated 5 times, which is more than everyone did this year, or I think ever did, they said, "Oh, of course it's Dr. Ko. It's always him. Sorry." But you know what they didn't say? They didn't say, "Oh, he's just a nerd." No, they didn't say that because now I'm respectable. I have a respectable physique and mental health. I'm sociable. I'm not someone you can easily disrespect. And so the purpose of this channel is kind of related to that because I want to stop people that are working hard at school and have school and work and knowledge as their purpose to be called nerds. I want them to also be a respectable person that has very respectable attributes, physical, mental health, you name it. But that doesn't mean that I'm like I'm at the destination. No, I still got a lot of progress to do, and I hope you'll stay with me during my journey. Don't forget, don't just lay the bricks, build the damn cathedral. Bye.